What are kind of your initial thoughts of just joining the Oilers organization again?
Well, I would say, once it kind of became a possibility that it could be a reality, it was really exciting. Just I think in a lot of areas, one for myself and my family to be able to stay closer to home and play closer to home, and we have a lot of family and a lot of friends around that. We value that part of our life, and to be able to stick around close with our young boys growing up close to home, it was it's pretty important to us, and then also on the team side when you look at the the team and the potential for the team, I think is what excites me the most. Obviously last year was a down year, but you look at the roster and the players that the Oilers have, and the potential for something special to happen is exciting for me personally, and just definitely happy to be part of that.
Is it what's it like coming back for the second time? I know you didn't leave on your own terms here. It was a management decision, but you definitely came into your own away from Edmonton. Who do you attribute that to? And then just to bring back what you have taken in your past years of development to Edmonton.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a while ago already. I think, what it was when you look back on it. It was, it was a completely different time of my life, and a long time ago for when it originally happened. I think I might have been just not happy about it, but it was a long time ago. I've had a lot of years to to let that feeling go away, and it's you look at the team. It's a totally different team. In terms of roster management, it's a lot of changes of, on both sides of it over the years, and I feel like I've been pretty fortunate to have a long career in the NHL, and when I got traded away from Edmonton and to go to Minnesota, it was looking back on it, it was a pretty good opportunity for myself to sort of establish myself as an everyday NHL player. And, I got to spend 6 years in Minnesota and then 3 more in St. Louis. And, I feel like, my game has grown in a lot of different areas over that time. And I feel like individually I've grown as well, and as a person grown as well. So, I feel like the timing to come back here is, it seems like a pretty good fit and a pretty good time for me to come back here. And that's something that excites me quite a bit.
I know Peter mentioned today what he thinks you can instill into the lineup, but it's always nice hearing it from the player. What do you hope to inject this roster with?
I like to see myself as a pretty stable player where, when, coaches ask you to go out and do certain jobs, I feel confident that I'm going to be able to go out and accomplish what's asked of me. A good amount of my game, I would say, is, I take pride in, a lot of times I'll be starting out in the defensive zone for a face-off, and I feel confident that, I can do a good job winning face-offs and getting the puck out of our zone and helping out on the penalty kill. Playing against, obviously it's up to the coach, but a lot of times we'll play against some good players and shut them down, and make it difficult for other teams to play against me. And I feel comfortable in that role, and it's something I've been doing for a long time, and hopefully I'll continue to do it well here.
And another kind of aspect that Peter briefly touched on was just the veteran presence you could probably add. Is that something? I mean, it's not easy to always enter a new locker room, but is it something that you think you can definitely bring in with a young group here?
Yeah, I definitely do feel like I could bring that element to a locker room. I know, I've played for a number of years now, and I feel like every year you try to take in as much as you can and learn as much as you can, and you see how different players react, different leaders react in certain situations, and you try to learn from all the ups and downs you go throughout the course of a year and throughout your career. It's the potential I feel for the lineup, is very high, and if it's a calming presence, or if it's sometimes maybe some guys could use a little kick in the butt, and whatever situation presents itself, I feel like I can I can help out with that aspect of it, I guess.
Well, Kyle, I didn't want to take too much of your time, so I appreciate you taking some time to call me, and obviously welcome to the organization and welcome back home.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.